Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of Cutter's Corner. Today we're going to have a continuation of our breakdown of our leathers. Today we're going to talk about our Wickett Craig line. So a little bit about Wickett Craig. So it is the natural tannage leather. It is double dipped in oils, waxes, tallow, I believe also. Compared to our
Too
Brandel,
much.
which is say the least oily, and then we have a Latigo.
Or bridal. Not Brandel.
Yeah, bridal. Always get those two confused. Latigo, which is a single dip. Double stuffed is what we primarily use right now. It's double dip. So just double the amount of oil.
It actually feels a lot heavier too.
So, yeah, it was like what, 75 pounds?
Yeah, a roll of 5 is 75 pounds. It's pretty heavy.
Yeah. So we're going to go over our three most popular colors.
We're going to start with 5 of them. But
Yeah, we'll
three
do
most
5,
popular,
yeah.
our 3 longest running colors of that.
Yeah.
For sure.
So let's pull out a natural.
I'll grab natural. You're going to sound lovely ASMR with the paper.
So yeah, you can feel the oils on it.
Yeah. And you can, after it sits long enough, you can even see it on the paper.
Yeah.
A lot of the oils will escape, as you can see with this wax. It just gets coated in wax and feel like you lotion your hands after it.
The pull up, once you pull it back up,
Bring it over here.
pops right up. Yeah. You got that angle.
Kind of see that. It's real bright, real drastic.
So yeah, and I wish we could go into a little bit more detail, as far as what the whole recipe is, but that is something,
Is best kept secret as far as recipes go. Tanneries don't like to share that.
Right. Again, it's a fully natural veg tanned leather, organic, materials used, oils again, waxes, tallows, all that stuff.
Yeah.
It takes longer, right, to tan.
Yeah.
So
yeah, like a 6 week. Anytime we order it, it's like 6 weeks before we ever.
sometimes
get it.
even longer. Yeah.
Sometimes even longer.
Yeah. It's not like a Horween. Some of the Horweens that we have, that's a mixture of chromium and veg. Yeah. It's pure veg.
Yeah, this is all vegetable tans. This is our most common, our longest running, and I would say our probably most favorite overall. Character on this is unavoidable, is the best way to say it.
And I think due to the natural process of tanning, you see the accents of characteristics a lot better and more than full chromium tan. Like you could see all the if you want to pull up that side, all the stretch marks.
See, you can see it over here. Let me move over. You can see more of the stretch marks here.
Yeah.
And
also the scarring. Let's get a closer look at that. All
scars
that's
down here.
kind of almost like highlighted.
Each and every one of these scars is always going to show in your boots. We tried not to put too many scars on the vamp of the toe box of your boot, but scars in the quarters are going to happen.
Yeah.
And I think they look great. Just like with any predator leather, some scars make it look better.
Yeah. So again, this is our natural color.
Yeah. Double stuff natural.
Double stuff natural, yeah. This is the very first color that we pretty much started with.
Yeah. We've had it for going on 5 years. It happened.
Man, yeah.
It came just
so.
after I started cutting.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, we got introduced to Wickett Craig with bridal line. We did that for a while. Then we went to Latigo, and then as soon as we came up with the double stuff, it just took off. It just became like everybody's favorite.
Popular.
Yeah.
Especially with those patina Thunderdome.
Oh yeah, it patinas real nicely. And the pull up is really beautiful on. I'd say on most of them.
Yeah, most of them they have a pretty good pull up.
Some of them, some colors are kind of like more unique, like rich. Like the burgundies, the cobalts, the blues, the greens, like the meadow. Yeah. Those looks pretty awesome, actually. Okay.
So that is double stuffed natural. And go to buck brown next.
Sure, let's do it.
This is our double stuffed buck brown. Sorry. At first, it looks just kind of like a normal brown. The magic is with the pull-up. I think it has, just like double stuffed natural, I think it has one of the better looking pull-ups because of how dramatic it is from this nice medium, like dark brown to a much lighter color.
Yeah.
Same characteristics as all the double stuffed leathers, oily.
Yeah.
And patinas really nicely.
Yeah, you get this look, that nice brighter brown in your vamp and heel counter after it gets lasted. And then the quarter somewhat stays the darker. So kind of the transition's pretty nice.
It's all kind of the same stuff. It's just a different, slightly different color than double stuffed natural or any of our double stuffs.
From what I've heard, I believe the break-in's more comfortable too.
Sometimes you wouldn't believe, because sometimes the stuff just wrestling it onto the table is a chore.
Yeah.
Apparently, once it's all lasted and you can get it on your feet, it softens up pretty nicely. So not much to say about it, other than it's a classic. It's great brown color. So.
Yep.
I can go grab burgundy.
So this is our burgundy. As you can see, it's also a little bit darker when it's resting. But the second you get the pull-up going here, you get that nice burgundy color popping out. Also, again, once you get a pair of these, vamp heel counter is going to show this nicely. Quarter, again, is going to be a little bit darker, but the transition in it is really nice. I'd say I'm, on par with the other two as far as structurability, breaking and everything else goes. Yeah, just some of them you can see since it's of a more natural tannage, every side is going to be different. Some of them are going to have a little bit more characteristics than others. And then, like Nate mentioned, we are prioritizing our vamps to be the most structurally
sound and
yes.
Cosmetically appealing.
Yes. So it will definitely be coming out of the more premium part, and it should be, have a nice clean look. And then once you move out here, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. You could see where a lot of like fat and like stretch marks coming into play, but it's all natural. It is it was a live animal at one point, so
yeah, you definitely get to see a lot of the life. This one does hide scars pretty well because of the dark color. So some of those hide pretty well, but like I said, scars are cool. You can't fight it. They're cool.
Obviously, we take a close look at it and make sure they're not going to pop or break or anything like that. There's certain scars the healed scars are, not as concerning. There are some that once you start putting some pressure on them, you could kind of see they're starting to crack. Those are going to be a no-go. So this is our Cobalt, but while we have it on the rough outside, we had a few that went through that. A few individuals really like the splattered look of the rough out.
Yeah. That was really fun to cut.
Nate had one where he did a knife pocket and
it was a knife pocket and a lineman patch.
Yeah.
And I think he wanted the backstay as well.
I believe so, yeah.
So sorry I don't remember your name. I'm glad that you like your boots. It was a pain to cut, but I'm glad that it worked out for you.
Yeah, so we sometimes have people have a kind of a unique approach to certain configurations. But yeah, it's almost kind of like half of it in the belly struck through here.
Yeah, I believe you got a belt in the same too, rough out Cobalt.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, which I think would be pretty cool.
Oh, you are right. I think I saw his post after that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But this is the grain, the nice dark blue. You want to give it a nice pull up.
Dark blue, dark to light. We really like it here. I think it's one of the better looking colors. I'm not a big fan of blue, just personally, but I do like that our blue is pretty much a true like cobalt blue.
Yeah, I was actually working with this batch the other day, and I
was pretty happy.
I was like, wow, it's like, how every batch comes in different. Like no two batches are the same.
Yeah.
I was really pleased of how nice and of like this dark, light kind of blue it turned out.
Yeah, we have the navy, and it's almost as dark as the navy,
But
but
the
it does have the nice bright pull up.
Yeah, Navy's pull-ups is just that more of a darker.
Yeah, it's more like a mystery blue.
Yeah,
It's very
pretty
like
nice.
very dark.
But yeah, we actually did quite a bit of boots in there, Cobalt.
Yeah, we had a lot of orders for it, so it's pretty popular.
Yeah,
Next will be red, so. Or crimson.
Yeah.
Gosh, 4 sides and it's just near impossible to unroll.
So yeah, again, as you can see, this is our crimson, and the crimson also has some spotty kind of splatters on the rough out here.
And the polka dots are going to happen. The part where it starts to bleed in more is always kind of in the looser,
in the softer
grain
tissue,
area.
yeah?
Yeah, softer tissue. So it bleeds to the other side quite a bit. But you also get that nice dramatic thing that people have been asking for every now and then. So
Yeah.
turn it over.
All right. Yep, and there it is.
Here it is. You can get a rag and get a better look at it. This is pretty oily, so we can wipe off some of the oils and get a better look. Yeah, it's almost not even quite scarlet in my opinion, or like crimson.
Crimson, yeah.
But it is still quite dramatic when it gets pulled on.
Yeah, it's a nice darker, lighter red.
Yeah,
on the
almost
pull-up.
blood red.
Yeah, kind of similar, opposite to that Cobalt, the constant rivalry between red or blue.
Yeah.
Nice leather also.
This is another one where I think scars look really good because they show just enough to really be kind of add a dramatic flair to your boots.
That's
show
one
story.
I would say that's one question that I would have people, if they kindly could answer, like the ratio of how many people like to see more character on their heritage boots. Just out of curiosity.
So what's your rank out of these 5 that we looked at so far? What is your?
I'd definitely go natural, buck brown, burgundy, in that order. And then these two, to me, the red and cobalt, they're literally like 1 and 1 next to each
Tied
other.
for 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think buck brown takes top spot for me, and then natural. Burgundy's kind of low. Burgundy, I think, is last, in my opinion. And then it goes cobalt, crimson, burgundy. So buck brown, natural, cobalt, crimson, burgundy.
I think for me, it's just because it's kind of the order also we acquired the leather. So went natural for a while.
Yeah.
Then buck brown came in, and then burgundy. So, kind of
Definitely have gotten
the
used
natural has
to
a special
natural.
place,
Yeah, definitely have gotten used to natural a lot more. So it is like I'm not dreading getting it in my stack of tickets in the morning. I'm like, okay, natural it is. It's kind of one of the quicker leathers to work with.
Yeah.
So on pure cosmetic approach, I like those leathers in that order.
And again, they're all kind of the same, and every hide is different from one on another too. One hide could be easier to deal with. The other hide could be, you have to get creative with. Some hides are. That's where we kind of started we had our free range for a while. It's due to the fact that we had a lot. I mean, again, natural tannage, veg tan takes longer to arrive. Sometimes you get those sides where there's just quite a bit of extra characteristics on it. Difficult to get vamps out and such. So we kind of offer this whole, hey, free range. If customers do like more character on their boots, we could kind of use that hide side of leather for those boots. But we're slowly, incorporating everything right now. Kind of, again, like we said, keeping the vamps
giving the
as clean as possible, and then quarters, but certain exceptions, and some, you're always going to have 1 or 2 sides that are just, they're just super characteristic.
That natural hide that we looked at was pretty heavily scarred up. That would be the one that was like, oh, you got to get creative with this one. So
Yeah.
we had to find a workaround.
Yeah, double soft is, I mean, with its challenges, of course, it's more pleasant leather to work with.
Yeah.
However, got to be more careful with handling and you
Yeah,
know,
it scuffs up pretty easy.
yeah, cutting, and then like after us, it goes to different departments, so we have to kind of take more care of the process, make sure, you know, like there's no like sharp objects around anywhere around them. There's no like, you know, everybody that handles it, you know.
Yeah, you almost have to treat this leather with white gloves.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because anything can go wrong at any point in our process, and then it's starting over.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, it's really beautiful leather. Really, I mean, I would say this is like on our higher end. So kind of like, you know, compared to like work leather, our 8-ounce, you know, black and 64 brown, like middle of the road, in my opinion, our heritage orange predators, wax flashes. Those could take some abuse, you know.
yeah,
These, I mean, these you really have to take more care of, you know. While when you're wearing them, kind of, if you wanted them to last, you know, and stay pristine, you have to, you know, careful with your step, you know, try not to hit, you know, sharp corners or anything like that. But this, to me, is a nice, just premium, you know, but nice
yeah, like a dress
pair of
leather,
boots that you would just take out on, you know, on the weekend, or like
Sunday boot kind of
yeah, go out to dinner,
Yeah.
or, you know, to movies with your friends, you know.
thing. I agree. It's definitely for me a leather that requires a bit more of a occasion to wear,
Yeah,
especially something as bright as crimson. I have my Pacific wax flesh, and I only wear them out like when I'm kind of going out and about in town.
yeah.
I don't wear them any other time, really. Any other time than that is just my steel predator boots, and they do their job. So
Yep. Also, if anybody's wondering, this does come in 6 to 7 ounce weight.
yeah.
It's definitely on the thicker side.
it is
Of
more
a
leans
heritage?
towards 7 than anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a hefty heritage leather.
Yeah. So, I believe even our, what is our lightest right now?
Our lightest, I think, would be the
Shackleton,
Shackleton
yeah.
at 5.5 ounces. It's 5.5 to 6 ounces, I think we get it in. So.
Yeah. This was part 1 of our breakdown of Wickett Craig leathers. Thank you everyone for stopping by and checking it out. Stay tuned for part 2. Thank you for all your comments, support.
Yeah, we do go through those comments quite a bit. So
Yeah, and
it's
we are trying to improve our content. You know,
Yeah.
it's me, Nate, and Andrew here. You know, after work hours, you know, try the best we can.
Yeah.
Again, appreciate all you guys. Please leave a comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and then stay tuned for more content, guys. See you in the next one.